I've been to over 100 countries, but the ones that changed me most didn't just show me new destinations. They showed me new versions of myself. Hi, I'm Ashley N. Company, and for the past decade, I've been exploring what it really means to let a place transform you. This is The Power of Place. The Power of Place isn't just a travel series. It's your guide to the kind of journey that changes how you see the world and yourself. If you've ever craved more than just a vacation, welcome. You're in the right place. Let's get into it. Identity isn't static, it's fluid, deeply connected to place, history, and ancestry. Reading one of my favorite books, Homegoing, by Ya Gassi, and traveling to Ghana gave me that clarity. Ghana taught me identity is more than just where you're from. It's how you choose to see yourself in relation to the world. And when you stand in the history of our ancestors, you realize just how powerful you really are. The connection between Ghana and the diaspora isn't imagined. It's in our blood, our bones, our memory. When I first arrived in Ghana, I felt a deep yearning and a responsibility to connect, because something had been stolen from me, and I was there to reclaim it, to relearn, to rebuild, to remember. I was emotionally wounded and uncontrollably sad. I had just walked through the dungeons where millions of enslaved Africans were kidnapped and held. They lay in vomit, feces, urine. They were raped, beaten, and if they survived, they passed floating bodies of those who didn't as they were forced through the door of the ships. And all of this happened beneath a church and a school. People above could hear the screams and did nothing. Learning this, I was speechless.
Right there is the church. And the thing about this location is that you could hear the screams. You could hear the pleading for life, for just fresh air, for food. You could hear these screams and the cries from people while they're worshiping their God in church.
An everlasting memory of the anguish of our ancestors. May those who died rest in peace. May those who return find their roots. May humanity never again perpetuate such injustice against humanity. We the living vow to uphold this. But when you walk through that same door today, it says the door of return. And the historians remind you, they did come back through people like us who made the journey. And officially in 1998, when the remains of the enslaved were returned with honor from the Caribbean and the Americas back to Ghana. Learning this did lift my spirits. It reminded me I stand on the shoulders of a people determined to survive. And because of that, I exist. Because of that, we exist. Cape Coast helped me realize I'm connected not just to my great-grandmother and those enslaved before her, but to their great-grandmothers who lived and thrived long before chattel slavery ever began. It made me ask, what traditions, what ways of life would I want to carry forward if they hadn't been disrupted by colonization? How do I honor my ancestors today? I had learned about altar building, not out of worship, but reverence, gratitude. It was a reckoning, because I'd been taught that honoring ancestors was sinful. Yet these were the same people who held church above the screams of the enslaved.
Do you need a tissue?
That's when I realized I can worship God and honor my ancestors, and no one can take that from me. Ghana made me reevaluate so much of what I'd been taught that was negative or shameful, things called ghetto or too black. Ghana made me want to unapologetically reclaim what I once dismissed and double down on what I had already mildly embraced. One of my favorite experiences to curate in Ghana is the traditional naming ceremonies by the Akan people. To go through a rite of passage once meant for newborns as a grown adult returning to the continent is powerful. It's transformative. And I make sure it's not just about the healing, it's also about the joy and the luxury. From rooftop views and cocktails to handmade kente cloth and upscale dining, I want my guests to experience Ghana's richness in full color. Kenya opened up the door, but Ghana rooted me. These two places helped me realize I'm connected to it all, from east to west. Not because I know my tribe of origin, but because Africa lives in me. As President Kwame Nkrumah said, and I now know in my bones, I am not African because I was born in Africa. I am African because Africa was born in me. What parts of your identity are waiting to be reclaimed? What traditions might still live in your bones, just waiting for a homecoming? Drop it in the comments and let's talk about it. And next week, we're headed to South Africa, where I learned what it means to truly belong. Wherever your power of place is, I hope you find it. And when you do, share it so we can celebrate our stories together.